All right, let's talk about something in English grammar that trips a lot of people up. Subject-verb agreement. I know, it sounds complicated, doesn't it? But what if I told you there's a super simple secret, a little trick that makes it easy to get right every single time? Well, stick around, because that's exactly what we're going to uncover today. Okay, let's jump right in. Take a quick look at these two sentences. Which one just sounds right to you? Go with your gut. Don't say it out loud just yet. Just lock in your answer. We're going to circle back to this little mystery in a couple of minutes. So what is this subject-verb agreement thing anyway? It's a really formal term, but the idea behind it is incredibly simple. It just means that the subject, who or what is doing the action, and the verb, the action word itself, have to match up. They have to get along. And here is the absolute best way to think about it. The subject and the verb in a sentence, they have to be buddies. Best friends even. And for a sentence to sound correct, those two buddies have to be in perfect agreement. This idea right here, this is going to be our secret weapon. So how do these buddies get along? Well, it's pretty straightforward. If the subject is just one thing, we call that singular, then its verb buddy has to be singular too. And if the subject is more than one thing, yep, that's plural, then the verb has to be plural to match. It's all about keeping them in sync. All right, let's break this down. First up, we've got the singular rule. This is where we get to meet our verb's little friend s. So I want you to picture a singular subject. It's just one thing, all by itself, like one dog, a single star, one person. It's kind of lonely, right? All on its own. And when you're all by yourself, what's something you might want? You want a friend. And that right there is the big secret. Our lonely, singular subject wants a little friend to keep it company. And that special friend is the letter S. So check it out. Whenever your subject is singular, its verb buddy almost always gets that little friend S tacked onto the end. That's why we say, he eats, she sings, or the bird flies. That S is literally the little friend keeping the lonely verb company. Okay, let's see if you've got it. Look at this. A flower, should it be grows or grow? Think about that flower. Is it all by itself? Is it lonely? Yes, it's grows. A flower is just one thing. It's singular. So its verb buddy, grow, needs that little friend S to hang out with. A flower grows. Perfect. And hey, that brings us right back to our very first puzzle. Now we know the answer for sure. The apple is a single, lonely subject, so its verb needs that friend. The correct sentence is, the apple falls. See? Told you it was easy. You're already a pro at this. Okay, so that's what happens when the subject is alone. But what if it's not? This brings us to the plural rule, which I like to call the it's too crowded rule. A plural subject just means there's more than one of something. We're talking about multiple cars, a bunch of dogs, or all the players on a team. It's basically a party. They've already got friends, so they are definitely not lonely. And think about it. When you're at a good party, you don't really need more people squeezing in, right? So you absolutely do not want to add another friendess to the verb. It would just make everything way too crowded. And that's the rule, right there. If your subject is plural, if it's already a party, the verb does not get an S at the end. The party's already packed. Let's try one out. The stars. Should that be shines or shine? Think about it. Are the stars a lonely subject, or are they a huge party up in the sky? You got it! The stars shine. Why? Because stars is plural. There are tons of them. It's way too crowded up there to add an extra S to the verb. Okay, you've got the two big rules down, the lonely subject with its friend S and the party subject that's too crowded. So let's do a quick practice round to really make sure it all sticks. Here's a super quick recap. A singular subject like a boy, he's lonely, so the verb needs an S. He dances. A plural subject like children, well, that's a party, so the verb has no S. They play. Got it? Let's go. All right, first one. The children. Is that subject singular or plural? Does it need a friend, or is it already a party? That's right, it's B. Children is definitely plural. That's a whole group of kids, so it's way too crowded for an S, which means the verb is simply play. Awesome job. Let's try one more. How about this one? The elves, raps, or rap. What do you think? And of course, the answer is B. The elves wrap the presents. Elves is totally a party, so no extra S is needed. So let's just boil this whole thing down. The big takeaway is this. If the subject is singular, just one thing, it's lonely, and its verb needs that friend S. But if a subject is plural, more than one, it's a party, and it's too crowded for an S. Your goal is just to always make sure your subject and verb are getting along, just like good buddies. So there you have it. You are now officially in on the secret of the S's. And here's a little challenge for you. As you go about your day, listening to people, reading things online, how many sentences can you spot where the subject and verb are perfect buddies? You'll be amazed at how you start to notice it everywhere now. Go on, give it a try.